So it's going to be Tom, Greg, and I on motorcycles.
Motorcycles.
We've had about 3 or 4 meetings where
Nothing has gotten done.
we get about 7 to 15 minutes of real work done, and then we have about a beer or 2.
We end up watching YouTube videos and...
So we got maybe 1,500 more meetings to go to get what we need at that rate. Yeah.
15, 16 maybe.
So it's gonna be a long haul.
So I think our goal is to get to the Arctic Circle. So the original piece was that we want to go see Denali, which used to be Mount McKinley. Then we are 400?
It's a lot, Obama.
I think we're 400 miles away from the Arctic Circle. So we're so close we decided to reach that threshold, which I can't imagine we'd ever be that close to that latitude ever again.
What are you guys going to do to prepare for the potential terrain and gain some more experience before you go?
I've sold my home. So I'll quit screwing around.
Large life insurance policy.
Sorry guys. I'm only eating rats for the next 9 months. My mom birthed me on an Enduro bike. My mom
I've
actually...
never been on one. Yeah, you guys have been on a couple of rides together.
Mhm.
And I've not been on a single off-road ride. My only experience with bikes is cruisers.
Aside from mechanical issues, are there any other concerns that you guys have?
Bears.
Beats.
Our biggest struggle we're gonna have to figure out is our timeline to make sure we can do this without feeling rushed and without missing the things that we want to hit, and without doing 14-hour days where we're just fatigued, and then that's where something will happen. So
It didn't really take much convincing at all. When Tom came to us with this idea, I was like, yeah, sign me up. So I've known Greg since 6th grade when he moved here with his family from Hawaii and became good friends. And I've also known Tom since middle school. We were in band together, and then we played lacrosse in high school.
A number of years ago, I watched the Long Way Round and the Long Way Down series with Charlie Borman and Ewan McGregor, and I was honestly hooked on it and have wanted to do a really long trip like that for quite a while. I showed the documentary to both Greg and Kyle.
I watched this, Andrea and I watched it, and I was just hooked, sold on the idea.
I decided to go with the KLR 650. It's a great bike, totally utilitarian, cheap. I can fix most of the things on it and work on it myself.
And we looked around a bit and pretty immediately were sold on the idea of getting BMWs.
So we've driven 4.5 hours to Helena, Montana for your bike.
Ooh, there she is.
I think this is the one.
Are you the only owner?
It's like I'm just looking forward to getting everything together and heading out.
Tent, sleeping bag, all that stuff, because we're gonna camp a lot of the time. We can almost be assured that it'll rain on us at some point, and so, waterproof jackets, waterproof panniers and cases, and just figuring things out on the road.
In total, the plan is to travel all the way from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho to Denali National Park, the Arctic Circle, and back, roughly 5,500 miles in 17 days. My dad is going to follow us up for the first day and a half, all the way up to right around Banff, and then he's going to return home, and we're going to continue on our own.
When we get up to Alaska, Andrea is going to meet us in Cantwell. She's going to fly into Anchorage and then take a train to Cantwell and meet us there. And then Greg and Tom are going to continue on up to Fairbanks and try to do the Dalton Highway and get to the Arctic Circle. then I'll meet back up in a couple of days with the guys and cross the border, and we'll come back home.
You know, we kind of, at first, I don't think we realized the sheer scale of Canada to get even to Alaska.
First step, we got to get our biggest game plan of what are the things we got to tackle. And so
We should each go through that and add things to our own list and see what we want, need, and have.
if we're doing the hard ride, which is 500 miles a day, the 10 to 12 hours a day of riding.
We're not doing that. We're doing 350, right?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is that's going to take, so that's where he says you go a little slower. That's 7 days there, 7 days back, so you've got 3 days in Alaska. So we got to kind of, that's one of the big things with the route is because of the timeline we have, we've got to be
But we don't really have.
And with that ride to the Arctic Circle being the exact middle, that gives us a day buffer on either side getting to or from Alaska.
With no mechanical challenges, because we could have mechanical challenges and lose.
The day.
No, but that's what I'm saying, it's a buffer. If we have a mechanical challenge, then we have a day.
If you're wanting to go on the trip, come on up.
I want to go on the trip.
Alright, so we just wanted to kind of go over a couple things for you. If you don't hear from us, it doesn't mean there's something bad has happened. So the
It
rule
also
is,
doesn't not mean that something bad is happening.
Kind of the purpose of the trip is to leave our jobs behind, not to think about anything except for the road for a couple of days. But we do each have a job on this trip. Tom's in charge of logistics. He's already done most of the work.
my job's over now.
So that's for sure. You still got to get us there. Greg is the safety officer on this trip. And I'm in charge of ops.
Slow going.
Yeah.
How many miles can you guys make on one tank?
A day? Oh, on a tank?
200 conservatively.
About 230 is what I figured out on our last
Tom can go
excursion.
forever though.
Well, yeah, 300.
Tom, fine.
Tom has a 5 gallon.
I have to go get them gallons if they run out.
So you got a reserve tank?
Yeah, my tank's just bigger.
Just bigger.
It's a bigger tank.
But we have BMWs, so.
No.
Whatever.
So you get to pay more for everything, right?
Bingo.
Yeah.
They should be pulling out of here at 5 so they can
Sharp
put their
break.
tents up in daylight.
Hard 5.
I like the helmet. Appreciate it. Okay, I'll go second. All right. We're doing it! And we may have to stop for gas. 5 minutes in and we all forgot gas. You got any pearls of wisdom that I should have put my gloves on before we left? All day long I was thinking, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like to be leaving. I'm just excited to lose track of time, to be honest with you. Yeah. My favorite part about any vacation is it not mattering if it's Wednesday or a Saturday or a Friday, that we're just going to go. We are putting Coeur d'Alene in the rearview mirror to return in 17 to 18 days.
Greg wants to get a picture. Hello.
Hi there. Thank you. Where's home, sir?
Coeur d'Alene.
How long are you coming into Canada for?
17 days.
Do you have any alcohol, tobacco with you?
Nope.
Any weapons?
Nope.
All right. Are you leaving any goods in Canada?
No.
You ride safely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We tried to get into a campsite last night and weren't able to.
Hold on, my gas I just came on. How many miles are we out?
We're currently inflating our tires. All three of our bikes had low PSI in our front tires. Every man for himself.
Been here about 30 minutes, and I think I've gotten a bug bite.